What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So before I get to the video, I do want to say make sure you go join my CFL for Xbox and PS4. So I have about 15 spots left for Xbox and I have about 12 left for PS4. So please message me ASAP if you want to get in. Make sure you check the link in the description and click on that video. And in that video is going to be a description, and make sure you read the description of that video. It's going to have all the rules and everything for my CFL. Now let's go and hop into this video. So as y'all know, while I'm Patriots past, I've been running this offense since last Madden, and it's one of my favorite offenses. So y'all should feel really blessed, and if you're seeing this, make sure you keep watching because you're gonna get something great. Now this may be the only formation, this may be the only play for my formation I gave out, because this is my personal offense. So I have a whole lot of pride with this offense, but I am feeling a little bit gracious since I did recently just past 2K subs. So this is one of my gifts to y'all. Now, like I said in the title, this can beat pretty much every single coverage except match coverage. But in my personal offense, I have tons of ways I like to manipulate match coverage. So this can be cover 3, cover 2, and man coverage, and cover 4 drop. Now, the play we're going to be talking about is going to be this PA fork. Now, for defense, like I said, I got the audible, so I'm going to show y'all against man, cover 4, cover 2, and cover 3. And I'll even show y'all one match coverage just so y'all can kind of see that match coverage does stop it. So let's start off in cover 3. Now, realistically, cover 3, I'm gonna go and spy everybody so I don't get hollered at. Now, realistically, cover 3 is gonna be the hardest cover to beat, because you need a whole lot of time, and a lot of times it's not. I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't really run this online for the cover 3. Now, for man in cover 2, this was shred online. Now, I just don't trust to throw it online as much because I find myself not having enough time. Now, this is what the play looks like pre. Now, this, you know what? I'm gonna show y'all how man coverage works on here too. But I'm gonna show y'all for zone coverages first. Now, let's go ahead and block the running back. Now, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I want y'all to pay attention. I have Scotty Miller out here who's 94 speed. Now, I have a lot of criticism every time I show one play touchdowns because I use Patrick Mahomes. So this is why I'm using Tom Brady, and I'm using Scotty Miller. And he has 94 speed, and Tom Brady has 90 throw power. So you're about to see that it really doesn't matter as long as you have somebody with at least about 93, you'll be good. And at least about 90 throw power, or 89. I find 89 is about the threshold for that. Now, let's go and get to the setup. So let's go and drag our receiver out here, and we're going to go ahead and put our tight end on delay fade. Now, the reason this works is because all of our routes are going to the right side of the field. So what's going to happen is this person right here in cover 3, he's going to have nothing to cover. So if we pay attention, there's nobody going in this area. So he's going to kind of just sit there. He's going to be about where the safety is, and that would allow us to throw it right over his head. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. So pay attention to King right there. I'm going to replay and show you, but he's supposed to be covering deep, and you just have to wait until you can cross that safety. But right there, as you can tell, that's why I don't like throwing it against cover 3 that much, because it's not as consistent. And you need a whole lot of room for one, and it's not as consistent. But it can get open, which is what I'm going to show you one more time. Hopefully I can get it this next time, and if not, then I'm not going to worry about it. But the reason I'm showing you cover 3, like I said, because it technically can. In practice mode, it works, but in game, it's not as consistent. Let's see if I can get it this time, though. So, like I said, King's going to be able to do nothing, and you got to wait for him to cross the safety. So, yeah, we're not getting it. But what happens is, you can see that's my second time in a row. So what will happen is that they'll break back to the ball, and you'll be able to throw that. But like I said, you need a whole lot of time. So let's go ahead and move on. Now I want to go ahead and talk about cover 2. So cover 2, this one's consistent. You'll get this every single time online. And if you don't believe me, please go run it yourself. It's hard to get gameplay on this because I only run this about once or twice a game, maybe. And then sometimes I don't complete the pass, I get sacked, things like that. So that's why I don't have gameplay for you. But it's something I do run, and I know it works. Now watch that safety. So you see how that safety is going to shift down, and that's going to allow us to throw that wide open every single time. And I am going to run it one more time, and then I'm going to talk about man coverage. I wanted to save. No, I'm going to talk about cover 4 drop. Then I'm going to talk about man coverage. Now let's go back to cover 4 drop. I put my phone in my pocket real quick. Now, not cover 4 drop. Oh, shut up. Shut up. I bet Siri's acting up. So let's focus back on here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and spy everybody, just so they're not in the way. So boom, here we go. Now, like I said, just drag your outside receiver. I like to block my running back because I don't like to play action. And now pay attention to that safety. Watch, he's gonna rotate down, and then that's when we're gonna be able to throw it just like that, right over his head where he's supposed to be, and it's an easy touchdown. Now you can see that cover 2 works. In my philosophy, if it works twice, then it's gonna work online. That's just the way I found. Now, last coverage I want to talk about before I talk about man is going to be cover 4 drop. And a lot of people feel safe running this, but it can still get bombed. So I really love to say this for like before half, or if I just need a quick score. That's when I love to come to this play, because you only want to run about once or twice a game. So let's go and show you cover 4 drop. Now what's going to happen is those two safeties on the left, they're going to both come down. So they're going to let circle go right over his head, and then it's a foot race between you and that safety. And the reason I chose the Packers is because they have one of the fastest safeties in the league. Now let's go back to cover 4 drop, and then I'm going to show you that again. I'm going to show you he gets pressed, just so you can see this time that we are pressed, just so you can get a different look. Okay, he's hook curl. Alright, now let's go ahead and put tight end. Tight end on a delay fade, drag a receiver just like this. Now we're good. Now watch those safeties. So now since they're pressed, they're definitely not going to be able to get back. Then if you can wait and then wait till he gets even. But right there, they did let him make a play. I'm going to show it one more time. I don't like doing that, because it does work. Cover 4 drop. Let's go ahead and press since we pressed last time. Now in practice mode, for some reason, they don't give it to me 100%. But in the game, if they run cover 4 drop, you'll have it every time. Now let's go ahead and put our tight end on a delay fade. Boom, snap the ball. Now we're waiting. He's going to break. And you want to wait until he gets about even with him. So you see, when he gets even, he'll be able to get out in front of him. And a lot of times you will make that catch. But Tom Brady, like I said, only has 90 throw power. So the more throw power you have, the easier it's going to be. So if I had somebody like Patrick Mahomes, this will be really easy. I'll be able to complete this about 100% of the time. Now, let's talk about, last one I want to talk about is man. So you see we got man coverage right here. Now, the good thing about man is that you'll be able to split those safeties. So I call it outside over the top, because that's what most people will call. Now, let's go ahead and put our drag. Block our running back, go and delay fade. And I forgot to block my line. Hopefully I get some time to show you. I probably won't. Nope. Now y'all see why I spy my lineman, because for some reason practice mode sheds go crazy. So let's go back to man coverage. Go ahead and press. I'm gonna go ahead and spy everybody. And I didn't want this to be such a long video, but I want to make sure you fully understand exactly what you're doing when you're running this. 'Cause I don't want you running this and not understanding anything. Now, watch those two deep safeties. That's what's really important right here. So watch the safety. He's going to drop down, and then at that point, it's just a foot race. So as long as your receiver is better than that cornerback, you'll win that literally every single time. Now, I'm not going to show that again just for time purposes. You know what? We'll show it again. Screw it. I did say 2 times. So I did say if it works 2 times, then it'll work online. Now, this time I'm not going to shade or anything. I'm just going to call over the top, actually. I'm not going to call outside or nothing, because I don't know if that affects it or not. Now, we got everybody spied. And also, the delay fade, a lot of times if they try to click in and send a spy, a lot of times the linebacker or safety covering that delay fade will leave them, and you have the delay fade wide open. So you can always have the delay fade as an option. Just because I don't use it doesn't mean it don't work. See, you see how right here, since G. Alexander is really good, he was on top of that, but for some reason they let me get the catch. So that's what I mean by this route is just really good. Now, next thing I do want to talk about with man coverage is going to be this double move route. So a lot of times you can smart route this route by hitting triangle, square, and R1 the smart route, and it'll look like this. So now what we can do from here, I like to take R1, put them on a slant. So now that's going to give me a 1-2 read. Now this is good for defenses where they try to play like this. So if they do something like this, or they do something like this, where they're not having nobody deep half like this, this is where you can really make them pay for that. Now, hopefully I get time, but we'll see. So you see how he gets an easy win, and then he gets another win on the cut. And in that time, you can float it. And a lot of times you can have that. It's not going to work every time as you see, but it's just a really good option to have out there. So this time I'm going to go back to man, but I'm not going to smart route it. And it's just a dice roll, honestly, if it works. So I'm going to go ahead and spot these linemen just because. So not only do you have this delay fade, you also have this stop and go is what I like to call it. So go ahead and slant our receiver out here. Now let's go ahead and snap the ball so we can see. So I forgot to put a you see right there he did get a win, but I forgot to move the safety. So that was my fault, but I could have sent the delay fade. But anyway, I want to run it one more time, then I'll end the video. I know it's kind of been a weird video, but I was trying to figure out exactly how I want to explain this to y'all, because it technically can beat every coverage if you know how to set it up right. Now, I almost made the same mistake twice. Let's take him and put him down and rotate it like that, because you only want to run this play stock when you see they're rotating their safeties. So I'm going to delay fade my tight end, and then I'll slant R1 just like this. Now watch him right here. Let's see if he gave a win. So you see at that time he gave him a win animation, and look at that. That's normally gonna be a one-play touchdown if this game will let me catch the ball. But anyways, let's go wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and like I said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna drop more of my offense, but this is just kind of an introduction to my offense. I haven't decided yet, but let me know in the comments if that's something y'all want to see. But anyways, I hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.